如果这个故事你听起来不觉得吃力，那你的英文水平已经足以应付在美国的日常生活。通过电影学英文，让我们开始吧。
When Forrest started running, he didn't know why. Maybe he missed someone. Maybe it was Jenny. Maybe it was his mama. Maybe he was just sad. Or maybe he was confused. Or maybe he just needed the road to answer questions he couldn't ask. He ran past the houses where he had grown up, past the playground where he had learned to kick a ball, past the quiet woods that smelled of pine and earth. The sun was low in the sky. Birds sang softly in the trees. The wind brushed against his face. He ran without thinking. He ran because his legs wanted to move, because his heart wanted to keep going, because the road seemed endless. No plan, no map, no promise to come back. Just a man, a pair of old shoes, and the long road ahead. At first nobody cared. He passed gas stations, empty fields, and sleepy towns. Sometimes he waved at people who waved back. Sometimes he ran alone, with only the wind for company. He kept running, day after day, mile after mile. His legs ached. His shoes wore thin. His breath came in clouds. But still he ran. Slowly people began to notice. Some ran beside him for a short while. They thought he must have a big dream. But Forrest didn't explain, he just ran. He ran through the South, across deserts, and over mountains. He ran when it rained. He ran when the sun was hot. Sometimes the wind pushed against his face. Sometimes snow fell softly on his shoulders. Sometimes the rain soaked his clothes. Sometimes he laughed at the beauty around him. Sometimes he cried quietly. But he never stopped. People started taking pictures. Reporters came. They asked, "Why are you running?" Forrest said, "I just felt like running." He didn't say more. He didn't explain his feelings. He ran past mountains and rivers, past forests and fields of golden wheat, past towns with children playing in the streets. People watched him run. Some clapped. Some shook their heads. Some followed him for a mile. Some gave up after a few minutes. Forrest ran through rain and wind, through snow and ice, through heat and sun. Sometimes he ran alone. Sometimes people ran with him. Sometimes he sang softly to himself. Sometimes he thought about Jenny. Sometimes he thought about his mama. He thought about life, about love, about friendship, about the world he lived in. People started to take him seriously. Some said he was brave. Some said he was crazy. Some said he was a hero. But Forrest didn't care. He kept moving forward. Seasons changed. Trees turned green, then red, then bare again. The world changed around him. Cities grew bigger. Roads stretched farther. Cars became faster. People watched him run. Years passed like clouds in the sky. His beard grew long. His hair grew wild. His shoes wore out. Still he ran. Sometimes the road was covered in fog. Sometimes the sun rose bright and golden. Sometimes the stars were so close he could almost touch them. Sometimes he slept beside the road, waking with the sunrise. He didn't need a house. He didn't need a plan. The world itself was enough. People followed him everywhere. Some wanted to find meaning. Some wanted to be part of something. But Forrest didn't tell them what to believe. He just ran. Then one day, after years of running, he stopped. The crowd stopped too. They waited for him to speak. The air was still. Forrest looked at the road ahead, then at the people behind him. He said softly, "I'm pretty tired. I think I'll go home now." No one knew what to say. They just watched as he turned around and walked away. The road stretched on silent and endless. But Forrest smiled. He had found something inside himself. Running had given him time to think, time to heal, time to remember. He didn't run for fame. He didn't run for answers. He ran because sometimes the only way to keep living is to keep moving. And somewhere between one step and the next, Forrest Gump found peace.
你能坚持听完，这已经比很多人更进一步，但别就此停下，像阿甘一样继续跑下去。真正的改变不在今天，而在明天是否继续，让你的耳朵更敏锐，英语更自然。所以别光听一次，明天继续加油。欢迎加入英文听力馆，欢迎点赞订阅哦。